Vikings, originally from Scandinavia, who from the late 8th to the late 11th centuries raided, pirated, traded, and settled throughout parts of Europe. They also voyaged as far as the Mediterranean, North Africa, Volga Bulgaria, the Middle East, and North America. Expert sailors and navigators, the Vikings spoke Old Norse and made inscriptions and runes. For most of the period, they followed the Old Norse religion, but later became Christians. The one you trust most can disappoint you most. Eagles should show their claws, though dying. That which has a bad beginning is likely to have a bad ending. Better to die with honor than live with shame. No one is a total fool if he knows how to hold his tongue. Where wolf's ears are, wolf's teeth are near. Too much ale, and a man's heart is laid open for all to see. Be a person of worldly intelligence if you desire to sit with kings. The man who only carries the limited scope of his village will be a laughingstock. Travel far and wide, and you shall possess the secrets of man. When fear leads the way, the destination is never glorious. The one you trust most can disappoint you most. As one candle can light another, so too can the greatness of mind be transferred amongst men. Take care with your speech. It can be the catalyst for many needless problems. You never know who could be lending an ear to your ramblings. If you desire to claim a place in the world, arise early. The slothful wolf starves, and the sleeping man rarely sees victory. A rotten branch will be found in every tree. Understand that a storm can change its course without warning. Always be prepared to brave a storm. Defeat your enemies in the fields before they reach your house. Often, it is that what happens to most others will happen to you. No matter how cautiously you live, there is no escaping the fatal clutches of old age. So then better to join the fray and fight proudly for something worth obtaining. A good friend speaks truly and from the heart. The one whose speech is always pleasant cannot be trusted. What will be teached into history about your life? What legend will be left long after you've gone? How have you made this world better? Ponder these questions daily. There is always a sage wiser and a warrior bolder than yourself. Be careful not to become too comfortable. Better to fight and fall than live without hope. Boastful thinking and exclamations of one's brilliance attract misfortune into one's life. Live humbly, with quiet confidence, and troubles will rarely beset you. Enemies often lurk in the shadows around corners. It would be wise to check them before venturing forth on your path. Moderate yourself ruthlessly. Allowing greed to consume you will bring nothing but sorrow. Trust not him whose father, brother, or other kin you have slain, no matter how young he is, for often grows the wolf in the child. The critical man is quick to point the finger and causes much dismay amongst others. He is unknowing that he too shares in their faults. Lying awake in the night, battling with ill thoughts, offers no solutions. You rise unrested and in no better position than before. No matter if your dwelling is a fragile shack of sticks and mud, it is valuable to have a home. Nothing crushes a man's spirit more than having to beg. Joyous is he who shares in his riches. The coward hoards and lives in fear, rarely delighting in the fortune that seldom comes his way. Do not be ashamed of having simple clothing. Pay more attention to your hygiene and demeanor. Do not be fooled by the money. It makes the most unreliable friend. Give praise for each day, regardless of what fate brings. When the winds are harsh, one should chop wood. In fair weather, row out to sea. In the romantic glow of candlelight, passionately talk with a woman. Use a ship for travel, a shield for defense, and a sword for striking. Everything has its time and place.